Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. We are just about to get started, just making sure some things are in place, and then actually we should be good to switch over now. Welcome to Minecraft. Today, we have a couple of specific goals in mind. I would like to get back into the Nether. If you were with us last time, we made it to the Nether. We got all the diamonds and setup that we need to kind of survive there. But we didn't get too deep, and the reason we didn't get too deep is because we spawned in over on that mushroom island. Hold on one second, actually. There we go. Just had to take a drink real quick. Over on that mushroom island in the distance, that's where we set up our nether portal. And it's led us to an island that's floating in the sky in the nether that doesn't seem to have any real easy way down into the rest of the world. So the navigation is a bit tricky. So what we're going to do today is we are going to remove the majority of our important stuff so that we don't have to worry about losing it. And we're going to go into the Nether trying to find a fortress while not risking all of our stuff. We're going to take some deep slate. We're going to take some torches. Not even all that many, to be honest. And not even all of our food. We don't need a boat. We don't need bundles. We don't need lava. We don't need flint. We don't need axes. We'll take one of our mining. We'll take our mining pickaxe because those could be useful. We'll take our sword as a just in case. Although we won't take our enchanted diamond sword. We'll take a regular sword. And from there, actually, let's get a little bit more of this cobble deep slate. And I know I said I didn't need the boat, but we actually do need the boat because we're going to take the boat over there. But a couple of hundred of deep slate because we have more of it than we know what to do with. And let's go make our way back into that nether. The big hope today, I guess I could also do that at some point. No, it's not all done yet. Oh, that's potatoes. Wait, never mind, it wasn't. I'm just bad. Oops. Oh well. Let's get on our way. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go into the Nether here, and we're going to just kind of look around on this island. We're not going to try and aggro anything. We're not going to try and fight anything. And we're just going to be taking a look around in different spaces, see if we can find a fortress or a bastion. There's some sort of structure that really has better overall. Geez, it's hard to hear myself over this music. I know it's not that loud for you, but it's so loud for me. Gotta figure that out. Like, it's hard to hear myself think over it. But I also know that when I get to the when I listen to it on my actual stream, it seems like it's so quiet that it's hard to actually hear the music, and so I'm having a hard time figuring out that specific balance of what lets me be not an overbearing voice on this without being drowned out by audio, without the audio itself overbearing me while I'm actually playing. I'm sure there's some sort of solution there, but that'll be between this and next stream. For now, we'll just be a little bit quieter on the music again. And I know I spend quite a bit of time in these streams talking about the quality of the stream and my learnings on OBS and all of that. And it's kind of not the point of the stream, but for me, in the fact that this is a stream that's going out to pretty much 0 people all the time, like, I'm just doing this for myself to learn something new, to have fun with a skill, and to play around in a different space, so it's fine. I understand that it might not be something that people want to hear about all the time, but there's no one here to tell me no, so I'm gonna do what I want. Haha. Right. Yep, we have nether sounds, the endermen. Well, there were endermen here walking around before. But it seems like they're not in... Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that. That's a mistake on me. But let's get back into this nether and see if we can find some sort of Oh, I don't want to... What a start. We're going to get... Yeah, let's get away from that. That is not the start that we want. Alright, maybe they're going to calm down a little bit now. Jeepers. Yeah, I know. Life's rough when you're aghast. So the thing I want to do here is just kind of get a good look around. See if the distance shows me anything. Actually, is my... Alright, I'm at 32. That's important. Part of me wants to get over to that area, but I feel like there's nowhere that I can go once I'm in on that island. So I don't think that's necessarily the best place to push. We kind of looked around this way. This is where we were on last episode. Was looking in this direction, seeing if we could find a spot down. And I'm just not sure there is a clear path downward or all the way down. Oh, that's not a nice sound. Ah. Oh, wow. That thing did not like me. Ooh. Okay. I wonder how hard it is to swim over across this. Let's just see. No, that's not it. But control kind of gets you going pretty decently. This is just a quick test to see how fast I can get across the ocean without a boat. Because if I can just get over here without it, then I'm not going to worry too much about making a boat between attempts. We might also take a bed. One of the things we might do is just take a bed over across this way. And see if, maybe we can... Okay, we're underwater's a little bit faster than above water. And maybe see if we can just get a little tiny shack set up over here as a respawn point. Because you can't go into them, you can't make beds in the Nether. They'll just blow up if you try and sleep in them, and that'll be a bad time. But you can make a bed immediately outside of the Nether. Is that a... Excuse you? I'm pretty sure that that spawned in the Deep Dark a zombie riding a chicken, and it didn't know what to do with it, and so it just kind of drowned. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, so lesson learned, boating is not the answer, or not boating is not the answer. But if we die a second time, we'll bring a boat, and we'll bring a bed, and we'll bring a stack of some sort of, like... We'll bring some cherry wood over here. We'll make a little cherry wood mansion in the mushroom biome, and that will get us across the way. It's interesting how bright that is right there, and if you go underwater, it's immediately obfuscated. Literally zero visibility on that. It's just interesting. Alright. The swimming has been swam. Hold on a second. What is that? I know I shouldn't be doing this, but... Yeah, there is a whole water under there. Or a whole cave under here. Good to know. Right. Now that we understand there is big, angry... I didn't think those guys attacked you. Maybe that guy was different. I think that... Actually, no, that said piglin. That wasn't a hoglin. There are hoglins, and there's hoglins, there's piglins, there's pigman brutes, there's... The little... I guess the little guys aren't the same thing. Yeah. Over this way was our stuff. Hello, Enderman. Endermen. Yeah, I know. I was walking in a direction talking about getting down, but I don't think I was that. I think it was further this way. Yeah, there's our stuff. Or at least enough of our stuff. One, put that there. We have these. Food. We didn't get our boat. Maybe our boat got destroyed because, oh no, more stuff is down this way. Those. Got that back there. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I haven't seen is my boat. Which I don't even... Because it's wood, there is a chance that it just kind of burns if it's sitting here. Maybe? Or is that just me hallucinating? That might just be... I might just be AI for that. Ooh. What is this? This will do... Oh, no, this won't do. This is just, cool. Whole lot of nothing. Okay, but there's this. That's somewhat promising if I can get... The thing is, I still have to get all the way down. Could go across that way. That might go somewhere. Or it might just go to... Wait. What is that? Oh, that's just the ground. Okay. I also don't want to get into too many weird, tumultuous, twisting paths that are... Oh, this is right. Nope. Why are you like this? Jeepers creepers. Oh, I have no armor on. That would... I'm hearing it. There we go. I'm hearing that second one, but I'm not seeing that second one. Let's get over this way. Yeah, I see that. What is that? Oh, it's just more... I keep seeing like blocky structures in the distance and thinking it's something other than just basic, regular, You know what? I'm just going to send this and not... We can die if we need to. I'm just sending this all the way across. Maybe we'll get lucky. Land bridge, land bridge. And then once we get this connected, if we get this connected, which we do, the next thing you always do in the Nether is you make these safe to fall off from, or fall off proof. I guess is a better way of putting that. We're going to do the same thing over here. There we go. And now we have a bridge that takes us across this chasm. And right there is our portal. I'm going to start doing beacons. One of the things that I always do when I am in the Nether is I make it a point to make a visible line between where I am and where I want to be. So right now, please don't be there. So we have this. And once you come in, we'll say right there. And so you can always see your next beacon path to where you're going. That way I can explore in a direction and kind of always know that I have a visible path towards a known portal exit. So I can always get out of the Nether if I need to. It's not just trapped because I'm trapped. I can also... There we go. Okay, so now we have a way to navigate safely. Is there any way down from here? All right. I can go from here. Actually, different question. Yeah, you can climb these. So what can we do with that other than get ourselves knocked into lava? Let's take you out. Put that there. So there is our bridge. Over that way is our portal. Let's go over this way. That's okay. We can take a little bit of damage. There we are. Really? Is it that simple? Oh my goodness. And it's right there. It's literally right there. There's a fortress. There's a crossing. That is a blaze spawner. That's the exact reason we're here. Hey, fellas. It's right here? Isn't that convenient? How do we... Right, let's make a quick path of understanding from here to there. No crazy, like, up and down and all over the place stuff. Just... Yes, hello. From here to there. What's the easiest way of doing that? Ow. I guess that's not an easy way of doing that. Yeah, that guy sees me. That guy wants my blood. So let's just make sure the path is not insane. Maybe we can do something with these vines to make a path. That's unreal that there's just a fortress right there. But then again, it might be like the, maybe fortresses are like villages now, where they're much more frequent and less few and far between. Or maybe I just wasn't very good at exploring last time I played this game, who knows. What we do know is this is a straight shot. So let's figure out how to keep it that way. Yeah. So we know that we like this. Yeah, let's just land the bridge this. Knowing what we know now, we can completely accept a death or two as we navigate our way to our home. Alright. And then there's that, and then it goes over that way. I'm just going to make this all one big thing because we have the resources for it. As much as I don't like terraforming the overworld, I have no qualms with absolutely destroying the Nether for the sake of progress and ease. Because the Nether is unforgiving to us, and we are merely responding in kind. So let's build ourselves a full-on safety bridge from our portal to our fortress. Make sure that it's completely lit up and available. I might put safety bales on that one as well. As well. I'm a little redneck, but I'm not that redneck. I tell people that I'm a little pink around the collar at this point, and I think that's a reasonable way of putting it. Like, I believe in football and running the ball, and I don't mind watching things like NASCAR once in a while. It's not my thing, but it certainly it's certainly less bad than everyone gives a rep for. I like all the things that rednecks are into. I'm just not, racist. I believe in being good to your fellow man and letting people's merits speak for themselves and not judging people by bullshit things like that. But that doesn't mean I'm still not a little bit of a... Well... Heck. Fishing's fun. I grew up hunting, although I've grown out of that. Yeah, alright. So now let's put some safety struts on this just so that we don't fall. Oh, my kitty cat is crying outside. I'm sorry, baby girl. Life's tough when you're a kitty. She's having a bad time because everybody went to bed and nobody's hanging out with her. She's our little codependent one. She's a sweet girl. Alright, how do we want to do this? What's the best way to do this? Probably just... like that. Yeah. Ow. That should be fine. That's just a walk across. Well, it should be fine, but we're gonna There's no reason to go with should-bes in this game. Everything that has an exposed rail where we can fall and hurt ourselves badly is going to be protected. There's no reason not to. This is why we do the mining for the deep slate. And to be honest, we're not done collecting that kind of stuff, so we shouldn't be afraid to use it, because it's definitely not finite. Is this overkill? Maybe a little bit. Although, some of the builds people put into this game make me kind of think that maybe overkill doesn't exist. At least, not at the scale that I play this game, because some people play this game at levels that are well beyond what I am doing here. But we'll still make our little safety bridges here so that we don't have to be afraid of. And you just come across and you're at the fortress. All right. Perfect. Yeah, so now we can kind of walk and we have a guardrail. Maybe I'll put one on the other side too, just for safe, like super safety, but this seems like it's good enough for now. We do have wood. We can do something like make a crafting table. Maybe we'll do a little station. Maybe we'll do a little safety room here where we pop in from the Nether. If we pop into the Nether and we're not immediately like exposed on all sides by every enemy possible, getting shot at by ghasts. I think that'll be another thing that we do. Let's get a couple more stacks of that deep slate, and we'll come back and do something with it. Also, oh, we can't make a boat with that. Okay. Understood. It does mean... Oh, what are you doing with this? What is this? Don't go there. Hey, cows. Oh, I did not. I almost looked at him. I almost looked right at him. That would have been bad. This is the right direction, yeah. So that way's home. Let's go ahead and get back home. Get ourselves, set back up. There are no trees here, yeah. We have no wood. That's okay. You know what? It's fine. One more swim, and then we'll be right where we want to be. Also, to be honest, it's not like we're, it doesn't take all that long. It's just not as fast as a boat would be. But we're going to get ourselves a little... We're going to make a shack just outside of that place. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. As long as I stay a little bit lateral with those guys, they won't get me. But that's my problem, is I don't remember where it's coming from, and then it just kind of gets thrown and I'm stuck. Or I don't know the direction to move the dodge, and so I get caught. Could really use a dolphin right now. Just pick me up, take me home. Alright, and we're home. So really what we want to do here is, let's get ourselves another boat. Let's get ourselves some wood. Is that enough? That should be enough. There's no way that's not enough. The roots in there, get the vines in there, get the mushrooms in there. Yeah. I think that'll be enough. It should be enough. I will take 2 more. What I want to do is I want to enclose the nether portal on the inside. I want to take that path over there towards that fortress. And then I want to close that spot off too. I want to get into the fortress and maybe next to that little spawner, enclose the space a bit so that it doesn't take that bed. I do need to make another boat. It's a pink boat. I'm not going to worry with the putting the treasure chest on the boat. I feel like I always do that out of habit because I want the best item. And in this case, that would actually be overkill. It's not necessary. Let's take the torches. I'll take all 38 there. In fact, I'll just kind of stack it out so that it's a full 64. And now we can get moving on. Alright. Yeah, pink boat. Lovely. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to make ourselves just a little tiny house so that everything is kind of set up. And then once we have our bed set, and we'll set our respawn point, and then we're going to get into the nether. We have very little stuff as far as we're not going to lose our gear or shield. All of our diamonds are safely tucked away. And for this one, we're mostly just building ourselves a path down to that fortress, making ourselves a little base in there, getting ourselves established and set up so that we can work forward from there. And then that will give us the means to farm that fortress for wither skulls, for blaze rods. We can go get the nether wart and the soul sand out of it. And just generally kind of have ourselves a base set up off of a rather safe path into the nether. So hopefully this works out. And if it doesn't, well, we're not going to lose all that much. Well, there's something off. I don't know if I've been over there. That might be our next spot too if we get more overworldy, but likely not today. Something I didn't figure out that I would like to know is if these blocks here are actually different obsidian types or if they're new. Not sure. But we'll figure that out between next stream, or this stream and next. Let's just do... I know that I'm making it a little bit tall, and that's not the best way of doing it, but... the whole point of this area, or this little section, is just to have a place to sleep that's not going to be bothered by really anybody. I find myself a little short on wood. Actually, do I have more in my inventory? That might not have... Yeah, that was not necessary. It's okay, though. That there... Set that there. Now we should be able to do this. Oh, those are nice. I like those. Maybe I can set them properly. What? There we go. Lovely. We'll set this one over here. Now we have just a little tiny safe spot to respawn at, get ourselves into the Nether with a little bit less of a run back. We can also set... I know, I messed it up, cow. This might actually be a good idea. Just do that. And... And you can go away. She's not much to look at, but it's functional. It's a safe place to come back to. Alright. Let's get this in here. We don't need you, we don't need you. I don't think I need both pickaxes as well. We'll take the rest. There's no harm in... We can afford to lose everything else. Alright. So let's get in here and do pretty much the same thing as far as getting ourselves safe. Hello, friends. Please don't attack me right now. We are busy, doing something for everyone's benefit. You're all gonna like this when I'm done. The Endermen are very, very excited about this. As builders, they're interested in anything anybody's gonna do like this. That's probably good enough. Alright. Then you go there. Yeah. There we go. That's pretty much enclosed. Oh yeah, I need a door. That would be helpful. Let's go get one. Put you back. I'm going to need more doors, so we'll keep them. And we have a door. Alright, so now we have safe space from here we can use to get to this fortress. Come out. We just gotta follow our torch path. If we did this right, yeah, nice and safe. We can't fall off on either side. Come up here. We should be able to follow the same guiding path all the way over. I think I'll preserve the inside track here because there's vines that we can play around with and use for, well, you know, to take damage if we feel like it. That will take us all the way out here. And then it's just one side step, and welcome to the Nether Fortress. Now, how do we safely get down there? That's the next question. I think I kind of just want to start building a, the problem is those lads are already upsetty spaghetti at the fact that we exist. Oh, we want to leave. Yeah, we upset that Enderman. Yeah. I knew I upset him. I heard him. That's okay. This is why we did this. Right back to it. Now, I believe after they swipe you down and get rid of you, I don't think they continue to be aggressive at you. They're not like the pigmen. I forget what they're called. Goblin pigmen? Something like that. The basic pigmen, not the piglins or the hoglins or the pigmen roots. Yeah. Our stuff. I don't think, yeah, he's not still mad at me. We talked about it. We got over our differences. Everybody said stuff they didn't really mean. I think he took my pickaxes, though. That's not very nice. Never mind. There we go. Pickaxe saved. That's the one. This guy he just knocked me out and was like, okay, thanks. Good deal. Let's give this another go. I think what I want to do is just kind of see if we can... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, so we're going to do this. Maybe we can make a little, like, down move. Actually, maybe we just do this. Oh, I do not like that at all. But maybe it'll work. As long as we give ourselves a good shell on all sides. That should be pretty good. And then we'll properly illuminate, or at least as properly as you can illuminate the nether. From here, I think we have a natural way that we can make it down and over. Just got to make sure that it's something I can get both up and down with relative ease. Which, that seems like it's fine as long as I do it right. Let's put a little bit of a safety, little safety there. Maybe get rid of this. Make that whole thing a little easier. And there we go. Get that there, and so now we just have an inside path. Now if we want to, we have a reasonable staircase down into the nether at the end of this. We shouldn't have a hard time, although, just to make sure I really don't lose it, this is, there we go, we all know, now we all know. Because if I don't do something like that, I will definitely stand over here and go, how do I get down after putting all this work in? I think it's just going to be a matter of following intuition to get down and then building ourselves a little house. Yeah, we don't want to be right there. Yeah, I know, it's not, that's what you, this is where you go. Where are you at? So many sounds from so many angry things that want to kill us. And we're sitting here doing all the work for them. Nope. It's going to go this way. What is... Well, this is the upwards. Right, so that is not as intuitive as I would like it to be. But it's also a little... Yeah. Right. Oh, that's why. No. I'm thinking about something, dude. Come on. I'm sitting here having thoughts and you're throwing fire at me. Oh, boy. Let's see. I don't know why I keep just placing more safety falls. Actually, that one seems like a good idea. Okay, that makes this whole thing a little bit smoother. Because now we have multiple paths down there. This just kind of goes down to here to down to here. So if we just keep on making the staircase... Nice skeletons. Do that. That should keep them from shooting us as we sit and think and work. That there. Yeah. It's not the cleanest way up, but... Or the cleanest, do it that way. Yeah. So now it's just a matter of getting down here. And then this will be a 2. Or, I guess, yeah, a 2. And then a 1. Right. Then we come down here. Now, how am I going to... I mean, this is a pretty good, come down here. And this will get us into this little section, which we don't really want to be. I guess that's okay. But the better point is this one. And then I guess over here. Right. There might be, I might have too many of these guys on the fields. I may have angered the fire gods. We probably don't want to be here very long. Although if I can get them to come in here, that would be awesome. Come on. Come this way. Ow. Oh, buddy, you okay? I guess there's also thought that I just enter at this point. That seems like a yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Down here is kind of the once you're in. Yeah, I definitely want to make a little place like right here. The problem I'm having is I've overstayed my welcome, and I am surrounded on all sides by angry fire monsters who are taking shots despite not even seeing me. Oh boy. They are bummed. See if there's anything that made its way to a swingable spot. You... yeah. Alright, we're up. I'm hearing it to my right. I'm not seeing it to my right. But if that's like right there, that means I would be able to see a fortress from here as well. Yeah. There's an entrance point. Maybe that's a better entrance point. We can find our way down here, build a lateral bridge on their term, or on my terms to get in from there, and then set our house up like right there. It's less close to that spawner that I want to get to, though. So, we'll see. I think we'll get it. I think we can do that, actually. Let's take that approach for a minute. We can always come back to this when we have more, safety and taken care of. I'm going to assume that well, I shouldn't assume anything. I guess that's another way we can do this, is just blind drop. Because if we can get down here... You alright? I just heard an Enderman get hurt. And I don't like when Endermen get hurt, because sometimes they blame the wrong people. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just find a way to get down there and safe inside the base. Then once I'm inside the base, we'll figure out how to get out. The priority one is going to be getting in. Do that. Ouch. Ouch. Do some very dangerous, very bad things here. We're kind of just going to roll the dice and see if we can get there in one piece. And if this works, what I'll do is I'll turn this into an upward staircase until it turns into, we made it. Okay, we're in right here. First place. First thing we do. Okay. We did not bring the other doors with us, did we? Kind of felt like I should have at the time. Okay, and this will be our roof. Break into there. We do. Okay. Cool. I know it's nitpicky. I know that we shouldn't worry about stuff like this right now, but I want it there. Doors are better on the outside blocks. Just feels better. It makes the outside look flush. Makes the inside have more space. Okay. So we're not in an awesome place, but we are inside the fortress. Now, let's work on getting ourselves out and up. There's two ways we can do this. We can go vertical here, work on a ladder, and ladder our way out. Or we can do an upward staircase, which might be a little bit more challenging given that we're surrounded by gas and archers and everything, but might also be just fine. Let's make our deep slate safety. Not that I think we're going to be using this specific one the whole time, but there we go. So now we have an easier way in and out. Whoops. let's work on words. I don't know if this is the right way of doing it, but we have an abundance. We should use an abundance. And then we'll put this... Nope. Oh, almost. Almost just kind of lost the whole... Put this here. Maybe we can actually do a little mountainside up in. Oh. You really hit me from that far away. Ow. I don't know why it means so much to these people to get rid of me. I just want to hang out. It's just a prank. I don't even see him. Where'd it go? It's like it was upset with me, but then it kind of just disappeared. Close that. A little bit of illumination. I'm not going to worry about the safety stairs for that spot right now. I need to put these things where they go. I keep hitting 5 and then not getting 5. 5 being my my typical placement block hotkey. So that's not the best way of getting up here, but I think it's pretty clear how to use it. I don't think I'll get lost looking for this on my way up. Or on the way in. So let's see from here. What we can do is just too high and make this. Oh, I'm out of torches. Okay, I don't need you. I don't need you. I probably don't need you. Definitely don't need you. Rest of you are probably fine. I think we can do this with 4 torches. 1. And this path goes straight up. Oh, it's right here. Can I see this from there? I cannot. So let's go and make one right there. So we always have that beacon. Because there's that way and there's that way. And upwards. That makes sense. So if we go over here, yeah, that way goes, this is the way to the old path that we will figure out still, and then we have another path down there that gets us into the fortress at a less optimal point, but in a more safe way. So there's 2 ways to really hit this right now. But that also means that we are in the Nether. We have our fortress. What are you doing? Put him there, actually. Just get him out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my stuff. We're going to go back to the place. Hello, Enderman. And now I want to go get some of my good gear and see if we can get our way through that fortress and pick up some stuff that we need. Specifically, I would like to take out I'd like to get a few of the blaze rods so that we can get blaze powder, and I would like to get soul sand and nether wart. So yeah, let's make our way back home. We're going to get ourselves geared up. We're going to get ourselves ready for maybe an adventure or two into the nether. Is that the right way? Yeah, that's the right way. It's always the right way, and I always second guess it. And hopefully, in this session, we will be able to... Really, the super awesome goal would be if we could do our first alchemy. If we could make our first potion. And I think the one I would make is going to be night vision, so that we can get into the nether more easily, or into that place more easily, and run around looking for things. One of the things that we have to make sure we don't do is run around and torch up that entire nether fortress, because if we make it too light so that enemies don't spawn and attack us, we're going to end up in a situation where they don't attack, like, they won't spawn because it's too bright. And then when we want to go back later and farm for, like, wither skulls and such, we're going to find that we have to run around and take out all of those torches just to make it dark so that they spawn. And it's just not going to be the most fun. So we're going to leave it dark to begin with. We're going to deal with the danger. We're going to run around the damage. Hopefully not get caught by too many wither skeletons. Use some blocks to block ourselves off and not get punched. And kind of try and use some of the more old school tactics to keep ourselves from getting hurt. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. I'm so glad we planted this. Maybe next episode we'll go back into that door and go down and do a little bit more resources. Or maybe if we lose everything here, we'll have to deal with that. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Do I need the lava bucket? I want the lava bucket. I don't need the lava bucket. We want that. We want that. We want that. We'll actually take the flint and steel that's not used. Also, let's do that. Now we should be pretty safe against enemy attacks now. Don't imagine we're going to continue holding up all that great against, like, fire stuff, but the shield might do good there. I'm not entirely positive if the shield blocks fire damage or not. If it does, we'll use it to the max. Alright, and now we're going to go on our big nether adventure. Yeah, this is a much more pleasant experience when you're not swimming it. Also, I'm glad we made the cherry boat. At some point, the cherry logs are going to be the primary wood for our base. We'll do a couple more rounds of harvesting that cherry wood forest and replanting it. Make it a little bit bigger. Maybe even take out some of the other stuff around it so that we can just really hammer home the cherry blossom home. Because I love that the little petal fall that happens underneath the trees. That's such a fun effect. It's so cute. It's really cozy too. Oh, I didn't do something that I wanted to do. That's okay. One of the things I wanted to do was bring treasure chests along so that I could make a few chests to put inside. But maybe I can do that with the warp planks inside. I saw that I couldn't do boats, but maybe you can do other stuff. Okay. Anyway. Let's get ourselves moving. Now we are doing actual nether stuff, so guard is up. We have our good armor on. We have full armor. We have protection 1, protection 2, and we got some feather falling, just in case. That should be enough to keep us above board in the nether. Now I gotta remember, we go from here, to here, and there. This is why we keep these stacks of torches, to make sure that we always know where the next step is for the place we're going. And then we can just take our little path down here that we made, our stairwell. I don't really like that stairwell. I want to make that better at some point. But right now, this is the bigger goal. Let's get inside. Yeah, I see you. Alright. Where was that? Oh, that's over there. Okay. Good to know. There's not a spawner here, is there? Oh. Yes. Alright. They do just work that simply. Now it's time to get going. You messed up. No. We're okay. Stay on fire for a long time. But at least we now know that that works, the shield. First blaze rod. Alright. Yeah, you can't come in here. You can try. But this is you're only too tall. And that's a 3. Let's get to this guy. Hey, little fella. Oh no. Oh, I'm getting withered. I'm getting withered. I don't want to get withered. hello. At least there's this. I'm hearing these wither skeletons. I'm not seeing them though. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yep. There we go. Did he just melee me? I think that guy just meleeed me. I didn't know they did that. Alright, we're doing okay. It's okay. Better safe than sorry. Buddy, I'm sorry about that. I know. That wasn't true. That wasn't super chill. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, come here. That works out. Oh, jeez, what happened there? What? I am scared. I am in trouble. I got teleported. I don't know why I got teleported. We are moving. I'm gonna go there. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna eat. That was fair. Yeah, that was how that works. Bear with me just 1 second and we'll regen ourselves and try and find our way back to something a little bit more stable than that. So I wonder how dangerous it would be to dig straight up. And the answer is quiet. Just run. Just run. Right, there's where you need to be. Here's where you are. Oh, we're dead. Nope, we're not dead. We're close to it, though. Okay, yeah, we're dead. But we know exactly where we died. So, that is a manageable loss. Let's see what we can do to get that back. Oh, well. Assuming we're not bad at directions, it should be right here, yeah. And if I just run this way... The reason that I'm trying to get back so fast now is because this is no longer a... maybe you can get your blaze rods back. These are my diamond gears. There we go. Oh, immediately killed again. Alright. This is going to be a problem. Probably. One more go. Being able to pick our stuff up and drop it is a good sign, though. Now it's just a matter of getting there without, getting hit by all the withers. Alright, so it's all over there. Just run, grab, turn. Don't think, don't talk. Don't worry about fighting. Don't worry about seeing. Don't worry about the extra stuff. Just get it and get in. 3, 4, 5. It's a 2, 1. And there. There. Okay. Never mind. No problems. Oh, torches. Torches are gone. We can handle torches being gone. We can get more torches. Let's look for more torches. Maybe we just... Yeah. Torches. Looks like everything that was big time upset with us is now gone. Let's see. Alright, so that's where... That's the blaze spawner we want to get to. Meaning... we want to get through this. That's over this way. Alright. Yeah, I know. Good job, buddy. Nailed it. See what we can do here. That should be enough. Yep. We do that. We do that. And that. we have an enclosed space that points directly towards the things that we want to look at. Now, I do have to get out of this, and we're not in the most awesome spot. We should be able to just do a book it. Yeah, we can book it. There we go. Alright, we got our stuff back. We have a path to that blaze rod. And we have a little closed space there. So now we're going to install some doors. Going to get ourselves some treasure chests so that we can bank the things that we get here. And then, you know what else? We don't have the sand or the nether wart. Never mind. That would be so nice to have right now, because then we could also do a fire resistance potion and just walk all over those blazers. We don't quite have that right now. I don't know what that sound was, but I did not like it. I have heard through the wiki that there is a creature called a hoglin in this game. And it's like a big boar-looking thing that'll come and just crush you. But I haven't seen it yet. Okay. The rest of you can stay. You're actually all awesome. And now, we can take our way home. So what we're going to bring back this time is, we're going to come back with the same gear. We're going to bring some treasure chests. We're going to bring some wood for our doors. Maybe I'll just bring like half a stack of that spruce wood so that we can put it in there so that next time we need wood, we can just use it there. And then we'll use that door and that installation path to get ourselves some blaze rods farmed. And once we have the blaze rods that we want farmed, maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 of them. How many do you get out of one of these? 2? Yeah, so it's kind of like 2 blaze rods will give you a set of potions if you want to have like protection, damage, night vision, and regeneration or something. So maybe 2 blaze rods for every potion rotation. If we get 20 blaze rods, we'll be set for at least a foreseeable future until we decide to go back and do more, which we will at some point, but right now it's just the initial barrier to entry, making sure that we can do the things we want to do. Back to that. Okay, give us half of the wood, give us 4, 5, 6, give me 6 chests. We'll do, yeah, you need those. For now, just put you in here, even though this isn't where you actually are going to live. It's a good starting place. Nether bricks, just go there for now. Don't need to worry about you. That's the furnishing, I don't care about that. I do want to get rid of these extra bones. I don't need these roots. Okay, perfect. I grabbed everything, yeah, the wood, the chests. We're going to keep our gear. I'm not too worried about the concept of perma-losing our diamond gear. Even though we probably shouldn't be going in because we're going to need to get at least 2 more sets. You know, one to replace this as it gets weathered and break, and another to... why are they so upset? And then I'm going to want another set of diamond gear later in the game, specifically because after we set up our monster XP farm with our spawner that we have that is way off in that direction, thousands upon thousands of blocks. It's not that far actually, it's like negative 1500, positive 1800, it's somewhere around there. But we're also going to be able to use that to get all of our enchanting needs taken care of. And that's actually getting to a point where I'm not sure I'm going to do that entirely on stream. Maybe I'll do that just kind of on the side. Because the stream itself is going to consist of me, after I set up the actual farm, just kind of standing there and watching things fall and probably hanging out on my phone and doing other stuff on my phone while letting monsters fall and then cleaning them up over and over. It's not the most exciting of stuff to do, but I already have deep slate there. We're good. But it is something that is worthwhile. It just might not be the most interesting to watch. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There we go. We got a little bit of something broken in there. Guess I could also do the thing that I want to do with the thing I'm doing. There we go. I don't like you there. Yeah, I don't like you there. I don't like you there. That'll do. And do that. I'm not going to take all of the wood in. I don't think we need the wood. I just need the doors. We'll take half the wood. We'll take a third of the wood. That way I can make a few more of the crafting tables, and if I need to do more doors, I'll be able to. But alright, let's get into this fortress a little deeper. Now that we have the blaze spawner isolated, we can bore our way towards it and start farming those lads. Once I get enough of that to take the blaze powder home, I'm not actually going to take the blaze powder home. I'm going to bank it in the treasure chest so that it's safely there. And then we're going to start running through this nether fortress and trying to find treasure chests, as well as hey bud. Good stuff. Aw, that's okay. Sometimes that's just gonna be what happens. I know, I see you all. It's fine. You guys don't you worry. Alright. Now we can do one here. And we can do one here. Not a big fan of the, maybe I should have thought about that too. I don't know how I feel about the fact that we have doors we cannot see through. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Where's our bread? Bank that. We eat this until we're full, and we can do that over and over until we have what we need. We have infinite food. We have infinite courage. We're going to be just fine. do wish that I could spawn a little bit faster, or regenerate my health a little bit faster. I understand that we don't have our potions running quite yet. Now, we kind of have the thing a little bit more tamed. Oh, no we don't. Kind of thought that they would spawn one at a time. That is my mistake. We learn. Hey, dude. I would prefer you not be there. But 8, that's a good start. Let's go look in other spots, make sure that we're not. There we go. Perfect. Now we're gonna go over here again. Just want to keep waiting for this to spawn. Ow. Yeah, that's just a mistake on my part. Why are you going up there? Alright, we're starting to get the rhythm of this. Halfway there. And we'll keep this this specific spawner up pretty much indefinitely. Good stuff. Alright, things are starting to feel a little more tame. Maybe I get rid of that spawner. Nah. Because what I don't want to have happen Okay. That was close. How's our shield doing? Yeah. We are burning through that thing. But that's alright. That's the whole point of this. Yeah, I don't want to be attacked on all sides like that. We need to figure out. Really, I need to figure out arrows. This is where arrows would be really beneficial because I could just shot them with arrows until, 30 of them are down and then do a quick run through and loot everything, but... Alright. Good enough. Alright, 2 more. This is not the smoothest of engagements, but we'll get better at it. Why is the pig after me? I didn't hurt the pig, did I? Because that will be a legit bummer if the pig is upset. We only got a little bit of shield left. I don't know if I want to keep fighting with that. Get in, get in, get in. We are burning. We are withered. We are having a bad time. We are keeping that door closed. Hello. Hey, come here. Come here. Oh, that guy's special. Oh, wow. No way did we already get one. You gotta be kidding me. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so happy that that dropped. Come on. More good stuff. More fortune. Oh, shield broke. We're done. We did good. We had a great time. It's time. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I want to do it. The other thing I wanted to do in this was I wanted to get some soul sand and some nether wart. To be completely blunt about it, I am more interested in getting this home and then coming back for that stuff. Specifically because if I go home, I can make another shield. In fact, I can probably make 2 or 3 shields and we can bring them here because now I'm seeing just how fast we're burning through them. This is a really simple path home. What a fortunate seed. You know, I might have mentioned it a few times, and I feel like I'm mentioning it to the point that it might seem a little sus that we got a monster spawner, we got an easy nether fortress, we have villages everywhere. We have naturally found so many books and libraries. But legitimately, this is just rolled a seed, started playing. Part of me thinks that maybe this is also there's a bit of intent behind that, where Minecraft has been made to be a little bit cooler than it used to be in terms of what it offers you in each individual seed and how open things are. Who knows? They made the mines bigger and cooler. It would stand to reason they've made other things bigger and cooler too. Alright, so let's make a shield. Actually, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4 shields. That should do it, right? I think that's... Actually, that might be a little bit too much. We'll see. Yeah, a little bit too much, but that's okay. There we go. Let's also switch our gear to something slightly more expendable, just because I don't feel like running through another fortress without the intent of fighting requires all of this. Let's take half of these and turn them into powder. Let's take that powder and go... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, it doesn't spend it unless you're... Okay, never mind. We're fine. You. Alright, going into there. We're actually taking 2 of these shields over. Put 1 there just for the sake of it. Oh, I don't need that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone sword is not a necessary item to keep. I don't know. Oh, I know why. That came from the wither skeleton. Always make sure you get that one. And everything else is a keeper. Well, getting inside is hard. Those are going. This is going in the precious section. This can go up into furnishing. This can go into the monster pit. And our boat's already outside, so that should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's get our way back to the, across the ocean, to right where we're gonna be going. And then before we go into the Nether, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break. Just gonna stand up, walk around a little bit, go see, make sure the critters are doing well, refill the water, maybe go outside for a second and feel the night air. Yeah, SoCal right now is, everybody else is in winter, we are enjoying our lives right now. It's beautiful out. So maybe I'll spend a minute or two outside, just kind of breathe a little bit, and then when we come back from that break, we'll really step into the Nether a bit more. Get soul sand and nether wart, maybe find some treasure chests and pick the treasure chests out. And we'll do a little Benny Hill running through this fortress, hoping that we can stay away from enough bad guys to not lose our stuff. That being said, we don't have all that much stuff that we're worried about losing. So if we do like totally wipe in here and get destroyed because we're not completely geared out, it's not going to be the end of the world. We can always come back in the future with our real gear and do the same thing, and it won't be too bad. We're close. We're very close to being able to enchant or to alchemize. And once we can alchemize, that's just another layer of no worries that we can put on top of our character. Right, we'll put one shield here. We'll have one inside the Nether for in case things break inside the Nether. Everything else should be good. I'm going to take that. Sit right here. And we will be back in maybe 5 minutes or so. So, sit tight. Alright, we are back. Let's go ahead and jump right back in. Yeah, we're taking this in, and then that's enough torches. Not too worried about losing the iron armor. We'll get more iron. We might not lose it. You know, it's not an immediate given that we're going to... It's not an immediate given that we're going to fumble and lose all our stuff here, so maybe we'll stay positive, optimistic. Let's get going. One of the big long-term things I'm going to do in this game is, once we have the Nether more tamed, and we have a better understanding of which direction is which. Hi, buddy. Yeah, we're not coming for you today. We are going to, we'll put the shield here. No, we'll put the shield in the real one. This is our starter base. Just run. Just run. Nothing's hurting us. Well, there went... That's okay. Once we have the Nether more tamed, we are going to set up our monster spawner and put another portal over there, and we're going to get the two locations and put an underground or another railroad in place where I'll be able to just hop on a minecart and fly from, or, you know, ride from basically the intro to our Nether here. If this continues to be our primary path into the Nether, we'll have it set up to start here and then roll all the way to roll all the way over to there. I will do this until you fall. It means nothing to me. I have more time than you. Come on. It's gonna punch you over and over. It's just coal. Alright, need to be careful here. Run, just run. Need to be careful, just run. Actually, this is just fine because it's only Endermen. Safe. Perfect. Do we have everything? 1, 2, 3. I didn't bring that sword, did I? We did bring that sword. Whoops. I should have brought a lesser sword. Yeah, it's okay. You go in here. You... I shouldn't have brought you. You go on. Go to 5 to 6 to 7. Full bundle. Everything is set. We have a lot of stuff behind us built and ready to go. So, what I'm going to do is go in this direction. We're just going to kind of book it. Alright, y'all ready? Let's go see if we can find some stuff. That was an immediate... Whoa, what? Okay, this is bad. Yeah. Everything got, like, dark and spooky, and then we got creamed. Oh boy. It's alright. And take 3. We were very clear in our description that this was going to be a lot of deaths and a lot of flailing, and I am glad to not be a liar in the most please stop punching me bad guy's way. I'm pretty sure a fireball just whizzed past my head silently. There we go. I'm not overly concerned with wither skeletons chasing me, because as long as I can get inside a door, gone. But I know that this now turns into... yeah. Just 1 hit's fine. Just 1 hit's okay. 2 hits is bad. 2 hits is where we get worried. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Oh, we've made it back again. Jeepers creepers, what are we doing with our lives? Absolutely demolished by these things. Maybe I do need to just bring the diamond gear in here, because this might just be an exercise in getting beat up over and over again. I remember wither skeletons being much less frequently spawned in this game. That might also be one of those quality of life changes. If that's all there, then let's go this way and see if we can get them to just miss us. Right. Yes, I'm getting withered. Okay. Oh, this is a dead end. This is a bad place. Okay. We're somewhere that we want to be. Good. Where do those even... Just Amontillado-ing myself here. Oh, are you kidding me? That is... How are we this lucky? No, it's fine. It's fine. You didn't see me. Actually, you did see me. Where? Come on. Where you at? Come on. Let's go. Get over here. Chase me. You want to fight? Well, can you just... You're stuck there. Man, you poor soul. There we go. Take this side too. This entire series has just been a cacophony of, oh, good luck, and poor decisions being paid off in the most obscenely undeserved ways. Ow. Like, what am I doing now? I don't need to be doing that. Why am I in here? Why am I continuing to press my luck? I guess the answer is because I know I can take that guy if I'm smart about it. I want that stuff. I really want this guy too. There we go. They're putting it too high. Basically make it so wither skeletons can't get to me in here. Hey, little man. Yeah, I have no quarrel with you. There's no quarrel with you. Would like just one magma cream, please. Nope, 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 nope. We don't need that. And you're blocked off there. Now, there is a treasure chest in another location. Do I want to fight for that treasure chest? Or is this okay? I think this is okay for now. But I do want stuff. I want to at least see what the stuff is, right? You can't just not see, you can't just not look at the stuff. Oh no. Alright, so that's fine. It's like I'm getting radioactive. It's like... Okay, we're up. Nope. Oh. Got you. Not super... Not incredible. But it's something. I am really not... I shouldn't be doing this. I know I keep saying I shouldn't be doing this and I keep doing it. I really do mean I shouldn't be doing this, because if I lose this stuff, now that I've kind of emptied out the nether fortress of the soul sand and the nether wart, I can't find more of it in here. Losing it would be devastating. Actually, nah. Okay. Every time I hear that radioactive tick, it makes me feel like I'm in Subnautica. I'm in the wrong direction, making mistakes. Let's keep on moving. That there. It's time to get our way home. That is not home. I guess they're both home, but this is a better home. Let's go up here. Yes. Alright, door's closed. We got a power 2 bow. Wish I knew what the actual recipe was. I feel like that's such a basic thing to know that should, but really what I'm hoping is to know if there's a way to make arrows without harming chickens. Because that's my big problem right now. My big limiting factor is I don't want to do chicken farms and slaughter a bunch of chickens for feathers. I forget if chickens naturally drop feathers without being hurt, though. So maybe we can farm them and not hurt them. I don't know if there's a way to make arrows without feathers. And that's going to be a big limiting factor in being able to handle some of these creatures. It's also going to be a big factor in being able to handle the end. So maybe we'll have to just get over that. But for now, we are safely out with a looted nether fortress. That is not the right way. That is not the right way. That is the right way. That sound. That's a fun sound. A lot of ocean. Still a lot of ocean to deal with. That's going to be one of the fun things to do now that we're going to be able to have potions is just go underwater and breathe and just explore things and see everything. Now that we have access to potions, we can do underwater breathing and night vision. And I think there's also like a water affinity or depth strider thing you can get. And using all of that, we should be able to do underwater caves in the ocean area with like the deep caves, which they have very few mobs, and because the blocks are not exposed to air, they have the highest chance of spawning diamonds without us needing to do branch mining down here in the bottom. So that might be something to look into. Also, while I'm here, let's just take care of this. Got a full-on harvest today. There's a lot of rain in this game. All right. Wheat seeds. Yeah. Not right now, but saddles are fine. Coal's fine. Yeah, this is... Get rid of that. Perfect. Oh, we're going to make a better house at some point, too. The oblong of safety is not... Or the, I don't even know what you call this. Oblong is probably not right. The three-dimensional rectangular prism. Bro. Yes. Gonna have a thunderstorm? It's gonna be a thundery night? Does that mean anything, or is it just like... We are no longer afraid of anything. Oh, you know what, though? Now that we have this, we have to actually make a spot for it. Which... That's neat. Oh, this is so cool. I didn't know they had thunderstorms in this game. Let's, There's gotta be some way to, like, make a little indented area that isn't gonna... Right. Now, if we have done this correctly, this is going to be dark enough and isolated enough that we will have another wart growing. I don't actually think we need it lit in here. In fact, I think lighting it makes it worse. No. No. No idea. No idea how anything works in this game. It's fine. Just do one right there. One right there. Let that all sit. Yes. Alright. So now the nether wart can go here just because it's next to the thing we're going to use it for, and I don't really want to figure it out otherwise. A little bit extra cobblestone, that's pretty valuable. Oh, we have a ton of that. That's right, because we did the branch mine. The dirt, the nether bricks, the cobble deep slate, which is it's its own thing now. Actually, that goes there. All of this goes somewhere else. Golden horse armor is definitely not something we need. But we'll hang on to it for now, just in the off chance that it eventually becomes valuable. Or necessary. A little bit of nether work just goes there. No, I don't like that. Put the chest back. Stairs can go there. Coal goes down here. Precious metals into the metals. We'll do the rest of the nether wart there. Number 2 bow. That'll be useful when I have a you know, narrow understanding. Saddle actually goes up here. I don't know if it's this one. No, I think it's actually the monster one I had it set for. Yeah. They don't stack. That's okay. I think we are kind of back to being in a... We're back to ourselves. We'll put our backup gear over here. Extra pants can go in the extra pants section. And we'll know what to do with this when we come back to it. No, that's actually what we're looking at. Yeah. Bow, swords, extra shield. Yeah, for now that's okay. I'll definitely have to fix a little bit of that up, but... The next thing we're gonna do is take a bunch of sand and smelt it. This will give us the glass we need. Bucket of lava can go there. Regular bucket, please. Because... Go out here and take a bucket of water from... Oh, that's the wrong key. Take a bucket of water. And that should let us... I never did this. Wow, that's already going. That's so good. With the bucket of water, we should be able to feed our alchemy up here if we get a cauldron going somewhere, which we have 5 cauldrons. So we can definitely use one. But where? Yeah, there's no good spot for it. We are out of space in this base. This base is officially tapped as far as everything you can use in it. Actually, oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. That is... This is not elegant Minecraft. This needs to... This is not it. No. Sorry. I can't. I will figure out water differently. Actually, I think what I can do is I can just take all of my bottles and take them all right down to the shoreline and just fill them all up right there. Just in that cozy place right now where we're home and we're letting our stuff cook and we're thinking about what the next steps are going to be as far as making potions or all of that. I'm pretty sure what you do is you take a bottle of water and you brew it with a nether wart to make the awkward. And then I think from there it's different stuff that turns it into the good things. But I'm not 100% on that. I did have a page or a graphic at one point in time that was the full-on tree. I think it's on the Minecraft wiki still, but I don't have it up right now. Maybe I can find that real quick. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, so we don't have the stuff that would be really nice. Like, we don't have a ghast tier, so regen is out for the moment. We don't have any of the magma creams, so we can't do the fire thing, or the fire resistance. What is water breathing? I'm actually not sure. This thing is such a small image that I'm looking at. guess I could do it on my other monitor, but I don't want to lose focus on my Minecraft window right now. Oh, water breathing. There we go. Oh, a pufferfish. Okay, so I need a fishing rod. That would make sense. If that's how you get them. Which I think it is. Um, yeah, you can get pufferfish through fishing. Okay. But we do have string, and we do have sticks, so I think that's what we're going to do with the rest of our time here, is we're going to go ahead and fish. That's going to get us some pufferfish stuff, and that's going to let us, I should take the redstone, because redstone makes stuff last longer. Glow dust makes it stronger, redstone makes it last longer. Definitely an argument to have both. All right, 64 glass. And is it that? Yeah. And that is all we need. The rest of the glass can go there, at least for now. I'm not bad at remembering how things work. This is fresh water, so we just come down here and yeah. Oh, that's the limiting factor. Okay. Whoops. Well, let's deal with that. We are going to need so much storage space by the time this is over. Just put all these in right now. All right, we have enough of that. We'll put you there for now. And because you're just kind of my overflow chest, I'll use you for everything. There we go. We'll even do that a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense. Perfect. Back down. Just enough space. Still no. Still haven't put in a door there. That'll be a thing I do before we go. I'd like to do an Acacia door so I can see through it. Really, I should be doing those everywhere I do those kind of things, but I forgot about that. Do we even have Acacia? No, we don't. But we have enough of these. And what we need is that, and good enough for that. 8. Nope, that was not it. And 8. Okay, 7 there, 7 there, 7 there. The rest goes there just for now. And what I need is the nether wart. And this should make our awkwards, right? Yeah. These will turn into awkward. I bet you this goes down at once after this thing finishes instead of gradually. Alright, 3 awkward potions. Now, let's also get you guys up here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is just so that when we're done with these ones, we can put more up there. But now that's all set. So let's say I want to do a night vision. Yeah, let's do a night vision. And let's also get ourselves a pufferfish. This might take a minute. All right, a name tag. Good start. There's the leather we were looking for before. We would have just got that immediately. That would have been pretty nice. We got the books we needed. Now we just have the leather for extra stuff. I'm not sure what that is, but we got it. There's a fish. What kind of fish? Cod. Okay. Orphan likes cod. I'm just going to kind of zone out here. Do a little bit of fishing. Probably do the entirety of this rod. And then we'll finish up the enchant or the alchemy. What in the world is... Hello? Can I help you? Do you need something? What do you want? Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, a bucket of milk will give me 2. Can you do that the other way around? Podzol? I don't know what Podzol is. I'm not buying it. Yes, I'm glad you're here. I am in the middle of something, my friend. We're just vibing, and suddenly there was something. I thought I fished up a trader with some llamas. Holy jeez. All right, well, we'll listen to this as we fish for the next period of time, but a couple puffer fish and we'll be set. Once we have our potions of water breathing and our potions kind of finalized, we will likely call this a stream and be done. Because we had a good time. We got enough stuff done today. We got into the Nether. We really figured out what we wanted to do there. Are you seriously going to follow me around like this? Can you please not? Yeah, I acknowledge that you exist. I am not interested in your wares, and I don't need you pushing me around and being in my screen. But yeah, once we finish this, once we get done with this one, we will call it a stream. And then I'll think about what I want to do when I come back. Likely what I want to do is figure out what other potions I need. Maybe make another incursion into the Nether, get ourselves a couple magma cream to get ourselves that fire resistance potions. Make some strong fire resistance, and then roll back in there and just start creaming those blaze rods, or those blazers, until we get enough blaze rods to kind of be done forever with the powder thing. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. I also want to still, once we have the potions that will let us breathe underwater, we'll maybe do some underwater caving. Maybe we'll look into whoa. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not as crazy as I thought. Okay, what do you... Can you not? I'm gonna just... It's astounding that I have to do this just to not be bothered by you, but I'm going to do this just to not be bothered by you. You know what? I don't need this. Don't want to hear that. Perfect. That's way better. I want to relax. I want to listen to the fishing and the music and have some Minecraft, and I don't need to hear a llama screaming in my ear every 3 seconds while some guy tries to sell me Pozdod, or whatever that stuff was. Just want some pufferfish, which as far as I understand, as long as you're not in a jungle... Actually, that's... never mind, that's a bedrock thing. We can probably get pufferfish here. But we're going to blow out the rest of this rod. Spend a little bit of time hanging out here, finish our alchemy, and then we'll be done. I think that was a pufferfish. It was. All right. This is more in line what I was hoping for with the fishing. Honestly, after doing a couple hours of higher intensity stuff, chasing down monsters, trying the farm, being in an area where you can legitimately get harmed, taking a little bit of time and just enjoying the more calm, peaceful aspects of this game it creates a really nice feeling of just calm and safety and peace that you gotta give a lot of credit to it. It's a really relaxing feeling for a video game. It's cozy. Cozy is a really good word to describe Minecraft. Maybe I could have went and seen if there was an enchantment that we could have put on this rod. I'm not too concerned since it's just our first one. I think we're just going to burn it through. Oh wow, it's windy out. I was just outside not 5 minutes ago and it was beautiful. But that was a gust. I would like a second pufferfish. If we can get a second pufferfish within this entire fishing rod's lifespan, that'll... Oh, okay. And we're set. Oh my goodness. Sometimes the luck of the Irish is not good luck, but today... Oh, today. What a good one. Really, just to recap that thought on this entire seed, we found a monster spawner. We naturally found all of the books we need to have our enchanting table maxed out without finding a stronghold or needing to do with anything with cows. We went into the Nether and we found... Immediately we found a Nether fortress with multiple blaze spawners that we were able to get to without... I mean, we had to do a little bit of work to get to them, but that was not the hardest Nether fortress I've ever had to break into. And we got all of our soul sand. We're getting our pufferfishes on demand. This game is basically handing us a good time. And I'm not going to complain, you know, it's a video game, that's the whole point of it. But boy, I'm also going to make sure I acknowledge it when it happens, because sometimes some games give you the opposite of what we're getting in this one. And it's just nice to have a good one once in a while. Heck yeah. I need to put a little umbrella and a little fishing chair out here so that I can just kind of really relax. It's a nice sunrise. Hopefully it brings a nice song with it. There we go. I do not anticipate that it will take this long. But if sundown comes and this rod is still intact, we might just call it a stream there and let that go. I'm not guessing that it's going to take all that long to break the rest of this rod, but I have no interest in repairing it. We can always make another. Eventually we'll get one with lore on it, and maybe mending And we'll use that to fish a little bit faster and better. But we also only have a finite amount of enchantment right now, since we're not going around and being overly aggressive. So every little bit still helps. That being said, I don't think spending like 2 enchantment levels on a 14 is going to break our bank. Who knows? Maybe I'm just being too frugal. I'm definitely just being a little rambly, because it is pushing 3 in the morning and we're hitting that time where it'll be nice to just lay down for a bit. I also definitely think I have to close my windows before I go to bed tonight. Usually it's nice to have the breeze through there, but I don't know if we have a storm out on the ocean tonight or what's going on, but we're getting a lot of that maritime wind blowing through and it's getting pretty gusty here. Last time that I had one of these traders at my home, I believe he got scared off by the pillagers that came by and kind of just boarded through. At least it seems like there might have been a correlation there. Maybe they fought and took him out. I'm not sure. Last time we had that guy, and then he was followed by 2 sets of pillaging hoarders as they rolled through, and then I didn't fight them because I was way too, I did not have any gear at that point in time. We were still Stone Age. But they rolled on through and just kind of swam off in this direction, off into the sunset distance there. So, I don't know where they went. I hope they're having a good time. Maybe that's an omen for this lad's going to bring more. Or maybe that was just complete coincidence. I only probably have 1 or 2 more casts left on this rod. Which, perfect timing. There we go. Alright. Let's make our way back. We now have enough pufferfish to pretty much give ourselves water breathing for as much as we want to be underwater. We might have to do 1 more rod at some point in the future, but can take a little lad there, put him in. These are all awkward. Let's take a lap there, put them in. You are 3 night visions. Let's get some of that redstone. And those are 3 minutes of water breathing, so if we put a little bit of redstone on those, that should make them 8 minutes a pop. Oh yeah, that is nice. We're getting to a point where we're gonna need to take care of these things. Put you in there. Are you fighting an Enderman? Why are you constantly like this? Nobody wants what you're doing right now, dude. Alright, we'll keep the night visions and the water breathings just here for now. Not that this is not a permanent storage for any of these things here, or this. Right now, it's really for lack of a better location. Name tags are going to go in here. The raw fish are going to go in here. We actually have a use for these. We can use those to get cats. Having cats around your place is always a good thing. I forget if it's Endermen or if it's some other creature, but there's a creature that you don't want around your base that Endermen don't want to be around and actively stay away from. So we'll make sure to keep a few of those as we go. Potion of night breathing, or potion of water breathing, potion of night vision. We are looking pretty good here. Actually, before we call this an episode, just because I want to see what it is, let's see what we can get as far as an enchantment on our next fishing rod. Give me some lapis. Get you on. Unbreaking, lure, and unbreaking. Not all that interested. Alright. But we have the lure, or we have the rod. We can put that there. This would eventually be a healing, or yeah, that's going to be a healing potion at some point in the future. And then the boat's going to be not on the hotbar unless we're actually traveling. But for now, this will do. I really want... There's no reason not to carry 16 and 16. Being underground and not being able to do anything with it is not any better than just being underwater and breathing. Alright, what are you doing out here? Why are you making so much noise? You don't know. You don't know why you're making so much noise. Hey. Get out of here. Really? Yeah, this is my nether wart. Yeah. Do me a favor and not be in here. I'm doing stuff. Oh, you're invisible. He must have drank a potion. He saw danger and was like, nope. Okay. First things first. I need an Akashio. First things first. Get out of here. There. Daytime. Get all these things out of the space. going to jump on that. Next thing next. Get rid of this. Are you just hanging? No? I was going to let you go, man. I was 100% going to let you go. You made that call. Make this, I want to make the door before we go. I know it's like, I know I said we were going to be done and now we're continuing to just go. But this part, this actually is a little bit important. Getting a decent door on that nether wart farm to prevent people from going in there and messing with my stuff. And Acacia is definitely what we wanted out of. Get you there. Get you back. Get you there. Huzzah. Alright. Now we can call this an episode. Because we have everything we wanted kind of put in place. Yeah, perfect. Well, no, one more thing. There's always one more thing. At some point we need to just say, nah, we're done. Unbreaking 1. Good enough. Okay. So at this point in time, we have our potions that we want. We have our alchemy online. We have blaze rods. We have nether work going. We have a portal to the nether. We have a fortress that we found. And we are sitting in a pretty good place of everything being set up. So this is the perfect place to call this an episode. When we come back, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do next, but it will probably involve either going underground or going back into the nether. I'm guessing it's going to involve going underground because now that we have all of the other stuff set up, I would like a couple of sets of diamond gear and enough just extra holdovers so that if we lose our stuff, we can get it back. But I'll spend some time thinking about that. Really decide what we're going to do there. And who knows? Maybe next time when we come back we'll do something completely different. Not sure yet. But for now, this is where we're going to call this a stream. So I just want to say, if you have watched up to this point, and I'm really happy a few of you hung out for such a long time. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. It was really fun to have people hanging and just watching and playing along or doing whatever you're doing. I hope that this stream brings you some degree of happiness, because it certainly does for me. And until next time, be good to each other, y'all.